All right, I think we're live. I set the stream up in about 4 minutes. Day job is interfering with video game dev. No me gusta, but c'est la vie. 3 languages in 40 seconds. Let's add some languages. We're going to add some C#. And I guess this isn't really a language. Sure it is. PowerShell scripting. It's gonna be a bit of a boring session because it's just me, and some of it is going to be me just getting my Oculus headset set up again, I think, because for those of you who were on 2 weeks ago or who watched the stream, saved version of the stream, my Oculus died. Oculus 2, Meta Oculus 2, 128 gig. 4 months after the warranty-ish expired, it woke up dead when we went to start that session. So I went through support, and they have an out-of-warranty program where they replaced just the device, so no controllers or charger, for 200 and something Canadian. No sales tax, no shipping though. Anyway, yeah, sent the old one in. They sent me out a new, not a new, refurbished probably replacement. So we should be back in business, but not immediately. Speaking of back in business, my stream probably thinks this is Phasmophobia. So I should go change that. Yep, sure enough. Category Phasmophobia. Nope. Software and game development is what it is. There we go. All fixed. Will I see the chat if anything happens? I don't know. I will probably forget to share system sounds or chat sounds if anything happens on Discord or in the game. I'm going to turn those on now. There, not unforgotten. Okay, so I'm on the try movable 10 pin branch. Yeah, so it looks like I put in about 4 lines of code to try and fix the player number assignment that went wonky when we took out the loading information from Unity Cloud, loading player settings from Unity Cloud, switching it to local. Switching it to local is a lot faster, and I think there's a bit of a race condition in terms of real-time being initialized versus when the settings are loaded, and it used to kind of work most of the time in the past, and now it kind of doesn't. So I want to get our ducks in a row for when and how this data is loaded and what it tries to do. So it looks like here I have it try and wait for real time, which I'm not sure we want to do in the lobby, but we'll see. It looks like I added some login code, and I look for now the correct room before we continue. And it looks like we also recurse. Again, we might not want to. This is code that we historically maybe didn't ever finish in the lobby. Went in some time ago. So that's today's project. Meanwhile, this branch is stale, I'm sure. So let's get that into the main branch, or into some branched off main branch. Here's how we're going to do that. I know this is super exciting stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to commit this and then cherry pick it later on. Message equals cherry pick me, please. Okay, so this I could put comments, but you get it. Oops. Did I fetch already? Nope. I didn't check how far behind we were. I'm not gonna worry too much about what stuff is in the other branches pending a pull. I'll sort that out later. But what I'll do is this. So I fast forwarded that, and now let's grab my changes. I guess I could have stashed those. That would have maybe been faster. So now the N brought it in as I grabbed that commit, but I didn't commit it, if that makes any sense. It just goes to staged. So it's, so it's still staged, but it's not automatically committed. So I guess some extra keystrokes here. Yep, still just my changes waiting to go. So let's create a new branch. Fixes. Easy as pie. Yeah, I guess we're ready to, sort of ready to start up dev environment. Life usually works out better if I have wired up my Oculus headset before I do that. And so let's see if the new headset remembers that I'm a developer and all that good stuff. I guess I could cast this to the PC. I think that only works for the Meta OS and not for the Rift OS. So I'm not going to experiment with that. I don't think it's worth it. Left controller not connected. Pressing the any button. Select here to turn on hands. I'm not going to do that. That's interesting though. So hand tracking is apparently on. My controllers are apparently not. They were working yesterday, I swear. The volume button, let me select this. Confirm, yep, okay. Works better with enhanced spatial. Fine. Why are my controllers not working today? No one knows. This is like just how I expect my day to go today. Controllers, left controller, right controller have percents, but are not doing a thing. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Do I have to freaking Google this? Oh, here we go. Or you just hit the menu button and they come to life magically. All right. Link. Searching for PCs. Use AirLink. Available PC. Pair. Confirm pairing code. Make sure this code is showed on the Meta Quest Link PC app. It is indeed. That happened on screen number 2. Sorry you missed that. Launch. Excitement. All right, gang. So far, so good. Dare we just load up Unity and see if it just works? It might just work. Actually, you know what? I want to do a thing in MetaQuest Developer Hub, which means I have to attach a cable. Easy peasy. And this is always, not always, well, often obnoxious because you have to confirm that you trust the PC when you attach the cable, and the device gives you like 5 seconds to confirm that you trust the PC before the dialog disappears. Thanks, Meta. Today's going to be a good day. I put the USB in the correct way up first try, which happens about once every 7 years. Wake up. Will it let me do this in Link? Maybe I have to be here. Let's see what happens. There it is, USB detected. Accept. All right, let's see what happens here. Things are beeping, people. Actually, you know what? I have a plan. Is it a good plan? We'll see. Things are beeping. The other thing that's probably happening is this device is probably taking over all my audio, and you probably can't hear me right now. Life. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Oh, I think I still have. Think you still have me. Looks like you still got me. That's good. That's rare. Meta Quest Developer Hub. Go. Yoink. Switch monitors. All right. Yes. I'm setting up the device using the device. Device. Set up new device. Enable developer mode in the companion app. All right, so I've got to do some things. Bluetooth not detected. You can also set up the device via MetaQuest app on your phone. Yeah, let's do that, because I don't think I have Bluetooth on this computer. This is gonna be awkward. So I don't want to take this off because it's going to turn off. Oh no, I think it won't turn off immediately. I think it'll just kind of sleep. Doop-de-doo. Okay. App library. Oculus. Or let's try Meta. I forget it's not Oculus anymore. Open the companion app. More settings. Good, good. Settings. Developer mode. I heard some beeps. Allow access inside of the headset. On the headset, when prompted, allow the computer to have access. And now maybe I'm meant to be in the Oculus menu rather than AirLink. Connected, good. I mean, things are beeping. All right, fine, good. Set up new device and done. Well, there it is missing. Huh. So I think what we do is close this and close this. And maybe I'll restart this now that it's called in developer mode. I'm just in developer mode. Yes, let's restart. I guess I just burp. The most exciting dev session ever. This is kind of like, this is sort of what it's like to set up your dev kit, I guess. I did have to, you know, at some point I associated my Meta account as being a developer account, which is basically, you basically just go to the site, set it up and opt in. There are docs for that online somewhere. Connected, okay, interesting. It didn't ask me anything about developer mode. Connect the solution, this node, oh, allow. I got the notification for allow developer access on the computer, which I would have showed you, but there was a pop-up. Do you want to allow this machine developer access? And I clicked it. And that's the whole thing of like, that pops up in the Oculus shell, but not in the Rift shell. They're like two separate OSs. One is for when you're on the platform, and the other is when you're doing the link to the PC stuff. So anyway, I was in PC link when I turned it on, so I didn't get the notification. Boring stuff. You may run into the same thing when you try and set up your Oculus SDK. I do love that the SDK just is the consumer device, though. That was probably not the case at launch, but now, you know, consumer device, developer mode. That took, what did it take? It did take 15 minutes, maybe more. To get up and running with that. Devices, there we go. What about Developer Hub? Meta. Other screen, I guess. Because why not? Oops, wrong screen. One, two. Where are you? Claim you're there. Oh, monitor 2 is behind monitor 1 in VR land. No problem. Oh, please show me monitor 2. I'm going to start developing for iPhone. Seriously, why? Why do you hate me? Oh gosh. Sure. Alright, so I keep switching to monitor 2 in my headphones, and it keeps putting monitor 1 in front, because that makes sense. Alright, devices. Here we go. Devices. Show me device. Oh, connected. Success. So one of the first things I'm going to do is install the OVR metrics tool. This is a cool little app that I don't know if you can install this if you're not a developer. Probably not. Yes, click. Click. Click harder. I bet that it only works if I'm not in the Rift OS. Fine. This is gold. Proximity sensor. So if I'm debugging the game and I take the headset off, it like goes to sleep because it's not on someone's face. And then like I can't debug the game because the controllers and the just terrible things like multiplayer like times out and stuff like that. So there's this. So I'm going to I don't have a ton of stamina today. I'm sure you don't either. It's been a long first 30 minutes, I guess, of the stream. I'm going to turn that feature off for 2 hours. So now I can put this down beside me and it will stay on while I'm debugging the darn game. So I don't have to like wake everything up again when I pick the thing up. So obviously the downside is we're just gonna burn through the battery for 2 hours, right? So especially if the game is battery intensive, it could end our session early. And I'm not going to say our game isn't battery intensive because we are not super optimized, right? We're in development mode. We want our frames to be good so that testers don't get sick, and because we want to keep things as playable as possible. But things get kind of hot with the graphics and CPU usage and stuff, and memory. So probably said enough. Let us see if I can install this this app. So I'll have to do this trick. Install. Oh, it has been opening it up. I wonder if I can. Let's do the thing. Do what we said we were gonna do. Here you go, people, consumers. You may be able to just, with this top secret link that I have just shared, forget this ever happened. Am I allowed to share this? I don't know. Experiences. I mean, it's in experiences. Is it public? I encourage you, if you're interested, to search for this. And forget I ever accidentally shared this. Make sure that your headset is on and connected to the internet within the next hour. That sounds like right now. Oh, it's prompted me to install everything. Okay, we'll do that later on. What about... You know what? It claims I have OVR metrics tool installed here. I wonder if I can cast. Cast. Go to oculus.com. Casting. Oh, it looks like it's working. There we are. That's what I see. So here is this. Enable persistent overlay. You can record all captured metrics to CSV files. That's cool. Enabled stats, basic, advanced. So there it is. Is that on your screen? Yep. Yeah. So FPS, basic. So this is interesting. GPU is like in the red already. I wonder if that's because casting, probably, right? It's good to know though that GPU runs a little hot if you're casting. Running things a little bit hot makes me a little bit nervous now that I've experienced bricking one of these and having to get it replaced. So I'll be honest, like some of the times I'll I'll grab some footage of this at some point. A lot of our gameplay sessions end with like people spawning a million assets using the developer menu to see how long it takes to like crash the game. And I want to go back through some of that footage to see what it's doing over here to the stats. Because like, you know, did we cook the CPU? Anyway, here in lobby land, so we don't need to have this up. I think this is what I usually run when we're debugging. Advanced with memory. Why would we not want? I mean, more is better, probably. So recently it was drawn to my attention that Oculus can have like burn-in, sometimes sort of like temporary, but it can also have permanent burn-in. So I tend to always run this when I'm testing, right? But it is at the same same place on the screen all the time, and there's a lot of white on here. So, you know, something to consider if this is something you want to play with is that it may burn itself into your monitors at some point. Okay, so if I were just running around my Oculus lobby, checking myself out in the mirror and stuff. Yeah, frame rate is basically 90. GPU is burning a little hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn casting off. So long for now for casting. And just in the name of science, what does that do to my frame rate and stuff? So I can report that, well, in front of the mirror, GPU is still like, can be in the red, but like over here, it's green. GPU U, whatever that stands for, is down to like 50% over here. And GPU L is, was also over here. GPU U is in the green, and GPU L is down to 3, which is yellow. I mean, I guess they wanted this to be pretty, so they're running some processes. So this is a bit annoying that when the wire isn't connected, I can't do anything with MetaQuest Developer Hub with it, even though the link air is connected. Link air connection to with the Developer Hub is in beta and has never worked for me. So I'm tired. Sorry, gang. Why am I so tired? Do I have a good excuse? Oops, wrong thing. It's time to load the game. Ah, that's not the game. That's Discord. Yeah, we started to upgrade to 6, and spent a couple days on it, but we had other priorities and certain things weren't working quickly enough. So to continue production, we kept it on 22.3. Here we go. I'm gonna just close some other stuff while that starts. The project and the editor are pretty intense. I guess I could close Chrome. Chrome uses a lot of memory. I feel like I'm almost definitely going to be needing to Google stuff though. I probably talk about this every session, but like I remember back in the day when there weren't viable game editors that you could get. I like that there is a mature platform, game engine and game editor. I like that that Unity is out there and it's been out there for years. And if you're trying to figure something out, someone else has probably also figured it out. And different people have solved it different ways. And you can go online and access how it was done. I need a second machine though, I think, for like Googling stuff. Tail of the tape. 100% CPU. 73% memory. I don't know at what percentage, you know, stuff has been like aggressively paged out already. No, Chrome is not as not being as naughty as I kind of thought it was. Developer Hub is a little bit naughtier than I thought it was. But this is, you know, this is an important story here. Like this is it's a lot of megs. I guess it all just adds up, right? Like in theory, I mean, that's less than a gig. Like I've got 16 gigs on here. Yeah, well, look at this. That's more than a gig now. You want to have a reasonable machine if you're going to be doing development of games. Okay, so Normcore is pretty good about being stable when they release, and their Discord is really active and their developers are on it. And if we are like, for instance, hey, release mode doesn't launch anymore, or what was it? Developer mode didn't, anyway, on one of the releases, like developer mode didn't launch, but release mode was fine. And we're like, hey, this happened. And they're like, oh, we'll fix that. And they fixed it like within a day. So yeah, I feel pretty safe updating this, but It's going to mean a merge for other developers. And I don't know how bad the merge is going to be. In our experience, merging like .unity files and like .scene files, all the YAML stuff, and we should probably, it's been a while, we've been working on this for a while, we should probably explore whether the YAML diff tool is good or useful, but we just try to avoid merging that stuff. We'll like source, fine, right? But if game objects in the level or in prefabs need to change, we try to just like, the team is small enough that we just manage that in terms of conversations, like, hey, it's okay if I mess up this prefab. Okay, enough chit chat. Let's see if this game will run on the air quote new device. Let's see if I can find controllers. Okay. Link enabled. Ba-bing. Engage. Guys, not the most progress I've ever made in a dev sesh, but game is happening. My back up and running for debug mode. Pretty happy about that. And audio is in my headphones rather than on the device, which I also like. It seems to have remembered my settings, I guess, from previous dev kit. Happy about that. So you probably are hearing some quiet bowling music in the background. I assume, yeah, you'll have this on screen. I can't see my player number. May not be up there. Let's join this game. Floating text. That's maybe right. This may be floating text. I should have a player number by now. So that is still broken. This may be just about the last time you see this level. So feast your eyes. It has been totally redesigned in the last month. And the new version is in the process of being imported. This friendly fellow, I'm sure, will still be there. This missing book page will be fixed. The inside of this church does have light maps, I swear. Just maybe not on my machine. We took our light maps out of source control because they're large binary files that we're not really doing versioning on anyway. We kind of manually version them, right? Like if someone builds them, we'll push them up to, I think we're using OneDrive personal. And then we have a little script where people can suck them down to their local machine, but it's kind of a manual process and we don't always do it depending on what we're testing. Okay, I am very content that I have what I need in order to do the dev that I want to do. And in fact, I'm not going to do any more level changes. The log is just gonna be there after I quit. Yeah, so I'm gonna quit this now. I'll go to the tail of the tape to see what happened with my new logging code. Yeah, so, I've got the, I forgot what the thing's called again. Proximity sensor? I've got the proximity sensor turned off, so my headset's just on beside me, using the battery. And also, I do have the performance metrics up, right? So that's just on the screen for the next like hour and a half, right? Yeah, I care more about the development experience, being able to like debug the thing and have the metrics than I care about the screens on my device. It's hard to say that, right? enough that I'm gonna live with it. The end. What do we have here? So this is my code, or this is my object that is going to synchronize the player list. So it initialized up here, and then real time starts up much later, right? Loaded player data from device. This is newish. This used to come from Unity Cloud and maybe finished a lot later. This is waiting for real time. And we do eventually connect to real time. This is this is like a special real-time server that is global for all instances of the game. That is our like matchmaking server. Connected. It cleans up old matches when someone logs in, and has a very sophisticated algorithm for calculating a room ID. I'm actually, when I put it in, I was going to share a gist. Anyway, I was going to share the snippet and share it on Normcore because it could be useful for people to quickly prototype without building a server if they're already using Normcore for multiplayer. So we got our room ID, then we disconnect from that server. It looks like it. So we got the room ID disconnected, and then I connected to the room. So those are separate steps. Yeah, it connects again to verify that the room exists. So the host creates the room, and then connecting to the room is a separate step. I guess that's probably not necessary. Like, if you created the room successfully, you know it exists. You don't have to do this. And now, disconnected, connected to this. So now I would kind of expect now this to finish. This has been waiting for real time to initialize. Why would it not now connect? I mean, it would kind of understand if it connected early, like to the wrong room. But it doesn't complain about there being too many rooms or anything. So we connect to the lobby. It disconnected from the lobby here, probably because we joined Spooky, right? Yeah, 55. Disconnected from the lobby, probably because we joined Spooky. Then it loads this. Add 0 players. Waiting for real time. And yet, and then it probably dies here. Well, this red stop sign probably explains why we don't have a player number. Start coroutine. RT session players start. Vote next. Object reference not set to an instant of an object. C# 144. I might have clicked that too many times. Hope we don't open multiple instances of Visual Studio. We did. We did, chat. Probably broke my machine. Oh, that's fine. We have the game's budget is huge. All we have is developer hours. We have no money. That's not necessarily true. Wade probably, and I shouldn't speak to. As far as I know, budget is low. Well, 114, you say? So I can imagine session players might be null, right? Well, no, it probably isn't null. Unless... Well, okay, so our player list is supposed to have a player 0. Because our player numbers in the game is 1 based for like score keeping and stuff like that. But Guess we throw a breakpoint in. See how this goes. This debug channel is not necessarily stable. It did not start the game. Guess it's this. Here it is, not started. This is it like, are we unresponsive here? Oh, completing domain. Claims. Stuff is happening, cool. But I think we have disconnected LDebugger. Shutting down OpenXR. I don't think I needed to do that. I think I could have debugged with this thing on. Anyway, let's try that one more time. Okay, let's attach and play. So what you all don't see is that when the game actually starts running, it takes over the headset, right? We end up running, the game's running in like full screens, full VR mode. And then what I want to be able to do is switch this view over to like Visual Studio, right? And step through code, which I think is possible. Let's see. It would be cool if, so everything just seemed unresponsive, right? But in fact, this thing had popped up way in the background somewhere. It would be cool if that, you know, like usually I don't wait 120 seconds for things to work, right? If there's no progress bar. So it's good to know that that is a thing that I can alt tab around for and find. All right. let us do our repro. Got code, communicate to fellow players, join the session. Walk into the wall. Level select, spooky, debugger. Didn't like my breakpoint. Debugger hates me. So what I can do is well, here's where I was hoping to break. CS 144. Oh, I was at 114. User error. So I guess I maybe don't have access to the room name here. Oh no, I popped up the keyboard. For those of you just joining us, I have this experience where if I, on my device, if I hit the B button, it's not doing anything. That's good. I guess I can turn the debugger off now. I'll show you what's happening. Yeah, I have an issue on my machine where B button doesn't work. I think it has to do with the fact that I used the I'm using the shell, and I have like code editor open and stuff like that, and B button does something in the shell that is intercepting. What the B button is supposed to do is make this little red box disappear. Anyway, I got into science because of the new device. I'm like, maybe the new device doesn't know to be mean to my button. It's okay. That was tested by other people. That works in the build. I'm gonna forget I ever said that. Where were we? Yes. Debugger's still connected? I thought it disconnected. really smoothly. There's another link. Oh, crazy. It's getting all my B buttons now. How annoying is that? Pretty annoying, I tell you. Okay. Link kind of crashed. It's fine. Can reconnect. I think. All right. Tab. Guess on the other screen. Can't see it this time. I don't know. It's hard to know now whether it's the old game is starting up. I guess if we poke this, oh, I see it. All right, so about a minute and 20 minutes to start a debug session. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm pretty sure how I feel about that, to be honest. Could be a lot worse, though. And I should just turn on smooth move. Insanity. I wasn't sure I connected to the room for a second. Yes, chat. All 0 of you. I can sense that it's not going to be a long session this eve. Are we in the debugger? We're in the debugger already. Let's see if I can show you this. All right. This is the excitement we've been waiting for. So in the past, my headset would go to sleep when I took it off without that wonderful sensor disabling we did in MetaQuest Developer Hub. And I'd have like 60 seconds to finish debugging this before my real-time session timed out. I mean, we know this is not going to work already. So my real time is the base real time. Nothing. When we hover over this, it has nothing. My real time. So I don't have a client ID. Room is null. Room to join on start is test room. Not connected. Interesting. So this is, we have a real-time instance. Maybe before ignore the key that I just shared. It doesn't want to. Okay. Connected to lobby? So this log fails. Interesting. So we don't know. Learning stuff through debugging. right, so we definitely don't have a room name yet up here. So waiting for real time to initialize. We wait for the connection first. So if it is the wrong room, we recurse. Hopefully this doesn't happen every frame. We'll see. We'll see how much spam we get on this. Right? Right, chat? Who's watching? Claims there's one watcher. I think that's probably like Restream. Restream's chat monitor or something. That's okay. Billions of people will watch this once it's a worldwide bestseller and all the developers are having statues built of them. Oh gosh. We noticed you haven't banked your push-ups yet. Today your target is 90 push-ups. What? Doesn't the challenge start tomorrow? Hopefully, if not, pause for push-up challenge. Notification. This is the banking page. See the daily targets. And get updates when the challenge begins. Until then, the app is in training mode. That's fine. Open. Maybe it's in like Australian time. Okay, chat, that was a total tangent that had nothing to do with you all. Tune in tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Standard when I do 40 push-ups for a good cause, which I have prepared nothing to share with the stream yet. It's fine. Okay, good things are going to happen. I can sort of feel it. I have feelings in my feelings. They're good. Good feelings. Well, let's put, this might still fail, right? So let's preemptively put a breakpoint in to see what we have. Oh, 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 oh. That seemed pretty fast. Did it do anything? No. To be fair, it is rebuilding rebuilding DLLs that include this code change. Not sure why that opened. I must have hovered over something. Unable to load. That's fine. This claims to be ready. Nothing seems to be happening here. This is kind of like, this kind of is the dev experience for Unity VR a little bit though, where like sometimes the debugger will randomly fail to connect. Not the most robust thing ever. And maybe I should have let the rebuild of this DLL. DLL is still a thing. Probably, yeah. I should have let this finish building before I tried to connect. What I'm going to do is, because there's no progress bar, I'm going to assume everything failed catastrophically. As one does. So let's stop this, close this. So this seems to be running again. I forget where player data lives. I should know this one. Session players, here they are. Interesting. Seems to have lost my like device. Great. So it claims to be ready. Unity's unresponsive, which is probably a good sign. Which means it is trying to start. Again, it'd be great if there were a progress bar. It might be like, maybe time to just like restart. Restart Unity Hub, restart Visual Studio. Oh, I think I see a thing. Here it is. I'm gonna do a greatest hits, debugger hits, where it's just all the minutes of this scroll bar going. It'll take a minute there to miss an old friend who got me into game development. Got me working with PS3 SDK, Xbox 360 SDK back in the day at a moment. He's no longer with us, which is sad. As much as we complain about developer experience, this is sure you'd love to play with this, to be honest. Right, so we should be hitting our breakpoint. We did not hit our breakpoint. Game hates me. Oh, we hit our breakpoint. Game doesn't hate me. Alright. Do we have a room? Get a room! Room, we have a room. The room has the name we want. Uh-oh. Interesting. Programming error. Multiplayer room name. Well, this is gonna spam. It's gonna create a lot of spam. That is all kind of working well. Interesting what to do. So the room name, the multi-scene room name doesn't have the current desired room name prefix, so this is never going to match. But we have the debugger, folks. I think we probably should have that check, that the room we're connecting to is the desired room. But that might be a tomorrow problem. See how well this goes. And I think I'm not sure why that took a while to stop for reasons unknown. Oh, this is new and exciting. Allocation, eh? I haven't seen this before. This is maybe unpreed allocations. So memory leak. I think this is probably Oh yeah, well, yeah. That because that thing was just recursing. Yep, recursive. Okay, probably it is time to restart these things. I don't know if that'll fix it, but couldn't hurt. Oops. That could hurt a fair bit. Which one was first? This one probably. I may. What was I just saying? Couldn't hurt. This is the wrong version. Okay, that could definitely hurt. This one. It's already open. Got it. Is it though? Might be time for a restart. Unity Hub. There it is, opening up. This is the version we actually wanted, but it might also be trying to open up the old other version, which is more memory than we have. So let's close this down. I feel like we need like we need clown music to play when I try and develop. Okay, Unity Hub. Whatever it is you're trying to do. Stop it. Oh, my camera died at some point. That's fine. How long ago did that happen, one wonders? Please run Camera Hub. Too many displays going on, I guess. Whatever. Okay, team. Closing in on the last 10 minutes or so. Got a goodish feeling. This is naughty. I can type. No, I can't. Okay, so this could lead to mayhem, but at least there's a comment. Let us see how this goes. So I've learned my lesson. Let this build here before we try and connect. In fact, I'm gonna just run it without the debugger first to see if it's behaving. And if it's behaving, I'm gonna check it in because it's only one file. It's not gonna be a problematic mode for anybody. And it doesn't make things worse. Connected to lobby. Lobby is a bit of a special case because it has multiple real-time servers. And so all of our, I think it's confusing to the player list. So this is when the player list is really going to try and initialize. It's a little bit dark. Item player 1. That is a lot better than it was yesterday. So our coroutine connected to 123 Spooky, real-time connected, got ID, that should be our player ID from it's actually my machine ID, I think. Add a player 0, good. Player 0 I guess didn't exist. Added blank player number 0, good. Added player 1. Registered player number. Let's see if we can probably. Let's see if this works. Goes. Same question. Interesting. So successfully made code. Two hours. 2 developer hours. 1 bug somewhat squashed. Yeah, this is a bit suspicious. Because this could happen a lot. There needs to be maybe a timer on this. That's fine. Right now it's never happening. There's totally... The other developers are going to call me on that, I would say. You know what? I'm just going to push it to main. No one else is working today. No, I'll comment them on it. Did I make it better? No. Did I fix the stuff that regressed with the switch from Unity Cloud to device save? Yes. Actually, I'm on the right branch, right? Yes. I won't make you sit through me creating a pull request for that. Thanks for checking us out if you did. Sorry I lost my camera.